pepperoni and marinara sauce, topped with provolone cheese, and placed on a fresh baked Italian roll. The General Store on 24 in Lewis.
Who is the best in the biz on the shore? You decide.
MTV News. You hear it first.
I don't know why I wanted to do that.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
The news headlines with Jess. You decide.
MTV News. You hear it first.
Here we go.
Jess, what you got today?
All right, so this is some sad news, though. A father is dead and 2 of his children were injured when a grenade detonated in their Indiana home on Saturday. This is according to authorities. This is what happened. The family was looking through the grandfather's belongings at their home in Indiana, and they found a hand grenade. Well, the device detonated when someone reportedly pulled the pin, the sheriff department says, and the father was found unresponsive on the scene, later pronounced dead. 2 of his children, a 17-year-old boy and an 18-year-old girl, were taken to an area hospital with wounds. Isn't that crazy, though? You're there, you're going through your grandfather's belongings, there's a grenade. You probably never thought that it was, anything, and it detonated. Also, 2 New York boys, this story has been trending. They were reported missing last week. Well, now they've been found dead in different rivers in Manhattan, police say. Alpha Berry, 11, and Garrett Warren, 13, who authorities believe were friends, were last seen together in Harlem sometime between May the 12th and May the 13th. Police said during this news conference on Tuesday, the New York Police Department Harbor Unit found the bodies of the boys several days apart. They were found more than 2 miles away from one another in 2 separate rivers.
God sakes.
Crazy, I know. The first official ChatGPT application has finally been launched in the U.S. and on iOS to begin with. The app makes it possible to ask questions or to chat with ChatGPT by voice without having to write any prompts down. The app is free and guaranteed ad-free, but it does require a recent version of the iOS, so 16.1 or later. An Android version is scheduled to be released very, very soon, but ChatGPT is taken over. Now they have a mobile app.
Well, don't act like you don't use it either.
I use it all the time.
Don't act, guys, like you don't go on there and you're
Why
like,
people act like they don't use it?
Well, this is going to take over our jobs. This is bad. Don't act like you don't go on there and ask them questions.
Oh, I thought you meant because you can literally ask or write in like anything, and the way that it's written back to you, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'll admit. It's pretty good.
Don't act like you don't talk to GPT and Siri. I gotta be careful. I can't say that out loud because Siri will answer me.
This is new, where you can do it on your app. You don't have to even write anything out. You can do it with your voice. I like that.
Yeah, nice.
So that is coming very, very soon. Now, in Bethany Beach, a Bethany Beach woman has died after police say that an SUV hit her while walking in the parking lot of a local Walgreens. According to the Delaware State Police, the crash occurred at 10:15 a.m. on Friday. A pedestrian was walking in the same parking lot as the Hyundai Tucson was traveling southeast in the parking lot. Happened on Coastal Highway in Bethany Beach. Made a sharp left turn into the parking space, which apparently struck this pedestrian. They were walking in the same parking space. So sad news there. The Delaware State Police Troop 7 Collision Reconstruction Unit is continuing with this investigation. But if anybody has any information at all, please call Delaware Crime Stoppers at 1-800-847-3333. In OC, it was cruising weekend all weekend long.
Yes, it was.
Wow, more than 100,000 people were expected to be in the resort town, celebrating generations of love for classic cars. The people, cars, the atmosphere is unlike anything else that comes to OC. It did end yesterday at around 3 p.m. at the inlet parking lot, but it was a great time. The cars, seeing all the cars, spending time with family. It was just unbelievable. But more than 100,000 people were here in the resort town.
Wow.
And a big congrats to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. They held their 136th spring commencement on Friday. The group of students marks the first post-pandemic graduates. It was a historic day, they said, for them. May the 19th, 2023.
And you know what? Shout out to all the class of 2020. There was a lot of different graduations over the weekend.
Awesome.
So everyone
That's just
who
great.
graduated over the
Wow.
weekend, everyone who's graduating coming up,
Yes, congrats.
and shout out to everybody who had their last day of school on Friday. Brandon walked out of Stephen Decatur
Oh, I'm sure he had the biggest smile on his face.
for the last time ever. Yeah, as a student. So, man, unbelievable. They got the boardwalk processional coming up on Wednesday, and then graduation.
That's huge. That
So,
is huge.
Crazy.
Wow. So yeah, congrats again.
Crazy.
You did it.
Wow. 6:45, we got sports on the way. Here's Ray. Good morning.
Can't just lay your guard down and fall for someone.